Hello, JR Gaming here to show you my advanced minecart working 100% of the time. 5 hours of working on it. Minecart with a chest, circular track, delivery and pickup behind any house with any item you can deliver at 22 in the hopper system, the sorting system that works behind the the chest in the house. Anything you can sort will go on this track. The way I built it is in part 3, you can see the engine's the same. The only difference is I took out the hump in the middle here. These two tracks now are not up high, and this is not back one. This is 1, 2 away from the goal track. With the repeater coming out, with the dust down 3 stairs. Okay. There's a torch behind that. Repeater, a comparator coming out of the hopper into a repeater. Dust. Damn, my throat's messed up. I think I'm getting a cold. Another repeater going into this repeater that goes into that comparator. As soon as the minecart hits this thing, it'll set off the trigger, which will then set off this thing and kick it out. By the time I'm done this video, you'll see it. Once it kicks that out, it'll start unloading the items. Now, the reason I changed it and it got it smaller than part 3. If you'll notice, in part 3 in here was bigger. Okay. The reason it's smaller now is because I figured out a way to make this again go into a circular track underneath of it to keep it going straight, but yet have a timer device down there without having to have a big wide area. So I can put as many timers down there in that second area as I want to make that thing wait for the items. If there's 1, 20, 10, 5, 15, it don't matter. They'll all get here on time. And this thing is changed. Let me drop down here. This thing has been changed. Instead of a block and a block, I put a torch coming out of this into a repeater into a block with a piston on top. So what happens is when an item gets to this hopper, while that's either dropping it off or waiting at the timer over there, which I'll show you next. Surprised nothing came yet. Yeah, something's coming right now, and you'll see it all working. Pop up here a little higher and you can see it all working the way I want it to, the way I show you. The item goes in that hopper, it'll extend that fence post and stop the cart so it can pick up the items. That's why I call this a 100% working. It has not broken 5 hours. You see the bottom piston pop out? Now that's going on the timer. Cart's waiting for the rest of the items to get to that hopper. It's picking up the items from that hopper now, and it's going to deliver whatever it picks up back out. And it was only pumpkins and melons because that's all I had on that run. So nothing should be in this house. It all got picked up and it's being delivered to my original part 3 tracks. And on the part 3 tracks, the only thing I changed was that thing down there to stop the cart from going past and keeping, and to do like I said, the item gets in there and then that pops out. Now I did find out something about those tracks over there on part 3 tracks. If it doesn't get all the items the first time around, it will pick them up the second time around and keep delivering them, so that it's like they're actually 100% anyway, but they don't take it all exactly at the same time like I want it to do. Okay, so that's why I designed this thing. So what I have here now is, you see the track comes down and then it turns to the right or the left or whichever way any way you can get away from that house. Goes down the track, hits another repeater, or hits another detector rail, and then I have it going into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 repeaters that go into a block on a torch with the redstone behind the torch, and another repeater here with 4 ticks on, and that powers the gold rail that's underneath the piston here. It's underneath that piston there so that it can keep the track powered. And the timer, how it works is the track is always on. Even if you turn off a track, it always holds power for at least a second or two, which is enough time for this engine to pop back out, the cart to go down, which you've seen it do, and this thing to pop back out and push the cart along. And it actually speeds it up, so it actually helped me. I was like, that's cool. So that's all you got to do, and that'll make 100% guaranteed. And to show you that it works definitely for 1 to as many items as you want, that's 1 item right there. The other hopper is already out and extended, ready to pick up the next load and take it away to the next house. I'm going to pause the video, go in my house, and dump all this into this system and show you what it does. Okay, I'm going to pause the video now and fly up to my house and load it up. Okay, I'm back in my house. I'm ready to load this thing up. I got everything, all my items ready. So here we go. I'm going to start plopping it in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta wait for one stack to go away. I'm going to put a dummy stack in there to show you that they're in there when I come back. Okay? And there, another one just got dropped off upstairs, so there's more going to come down than what's in here now. Okay, so there's the dummy stack. I put a dummy stack in there to show you that it will definitely pick them all up and break that dummy stack should be inside that chest when it gets home. It should be, if all the other ones are working right. If it's not an entire stack of 16 redstone or red brick down there that I shoved in there, or whatever the hell I shoved in there, then I would suggest making this engine over those two engines in the background over there, because this one works 100% of the time, like I've been saying for the last 6 minutes. So now it's dumping all the items off, it's dropping that off, and now the bottom the bottom pickup area is ready to be picked up now. This thing's still dropping off its items because, of course, I put a lot in there. But you'll see it run one more time, and after it runs through this cycle, I'll pause, go down to my house, show you what's in the house, and then pause again and go back into the main place where I put the items and show you what's in the cart. And when I do that, then I'll be done with the video, and I'll let y'all have fun, and you can come back and look at it and build it, and you got part 3, and this is part 5. I'll say this is part 5 advanced when I name it, so you'll be able to find them. So there it goes on the timer, which is perfect. Now it's picking up all the items, and it just dropped off everything, like the salmon, the anything that wasn't pumpkin and melon or stone should be in that house right there. Right now, it's already there. I didn't have to go take it to the house or anything like that. And now I'm going to pause it and go down there and look. Fictitious house, paused, unpaused now. So now if you look, I have the stone stairwell on top of this chest. This is so that you can open it. So if I look in here, 16 chicken. You remember what I loaded? 16 fish. 16 apples. 16 meat. It's all right. Now I'm going to pause it again and go to the next area and see what's in that one. The farm, we'll look in here. Got 19. It's been delivering more than it had because it's been harvesting stuff. And there's only 6 pumpkins. Why is that? That's why I said it's more likely the better idea. But see what I said about it in the beginning of the video? I said that this thing will work afterward. It'll pick them up later on if it misses some. It just did. It got 23 in there. You just watched it happen. Okay, one more pause and we'll go up to the house and see what's in the chest. If I can pause. Okay, here we are back at the house, and if you look inside the cart here, 16 red. So it works. All of them are still there. That was a dummy stack. Remember I said that in the beginning of the video when I started to do this? So now if I take that out, everything works. It's all normal. And as I said, I changed the loading on these to match the one that you saw in the beginning of the video. See down there, they're the same as the one over there. And this one on the other side is the same. But the pickup station has also been changed. It's over here. That's my little farm I made to demonstrate how this works. I'm getting a cold. As you see, it's still the same thing there. But I left this the way it was. I like that, how that is. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the build. And you can pause it, look at it, make it better, make it any way you want. But this is my claim to fame for my invention of straight track circular in a round circle pattern, not going back and forth way of making it so that it can be delivered to every house in the game that you want anything to go anywhere. You can make it go anywhere you want with just this engine. Okay, enjoy building it. Have fun.